the black rock. Along the promenade I stroll. It may be sticky, but I never complain.
Yes, thank you very much. George Moore, ladies and gentlemen. And we ought to make this very clear from the outset. George, as George Formby, addict, you're not a professional impersonator, are you?
No.
This is a true fascination for the great Mr. Formby.
That's right, yes.
What do you do for a living?
I work in a very fine paint factory in Yorkshire.
Mm-hmm. And when did the fascination with George Formby begin?
Well, when I was 9 years old, I used to play records on a gramophone, and one of them was a George Formby record, and it just sort of caught on from there.
Yeah.
And from then on, I used to go out and buy any George Formby records that I could, and I used to just sing with the record, you know, as a hobby, just to sort of perfect it.
I mean, the vocal similarity is amazing. He did have a bit of a strange voice, didn't he?
Yeah, he did have a strange voice, but I think it was his normal voice, maybe just put on a little bit, you know.
And the moment he picked up the instrument, there was always this sort of rather bland, disconnected, vacant expression.
Yeah, gormless.
Gormless, yes. I didn't like to say that in case I was insulting your hero, but he did perfect that, or was that the real Formby?
It's very hard to be gormless, you know.
I wonder how much you know about George Formby. I've got my instrument here, and George Moore, you're Addicts 12. What was George Formby's real name?
George Booth.
What affliction was he born with?
He was born blind.
Yes, his sight was restored some weeks later after a violent coughing fit. How did his famous comedian father choose the stage name Formby?
He saw the name on a railway wagon on the Wigan, in the Wigan
station, yeah.
railway station.
What happened to young George at the age of 7?
He left school to become a professional jockey.
Yes. Under what name did George perform, and where did he make his first appearance?
He first appeared under the name of George Hoy in the Hippodrome, Earlstown.
Yeah. Would you know the year?
Say 1921.
Absolutely right. He always wanted to make a film about horses, which he did in 1940. What was the name of the film?
Come On, George.
2 songs from the film Let George Do It became firm favourites. What were they?
Grandad's Flannelette Nightshirt and Mr. Woo's a Window Cleaner Now.
Give us a bit of Mr. Woo, quickly. Go on, go on.
Said Mr. Woo, what shall I do? And Mr. Woo, the window cleaner now.
Lovely. A character played by Formby. That's enough. This is serious stuff, you know. A character played by Formby called Percy Piggott has to spend £1 million in a week. In which musical?
Zip Goes a Million.
Yep, took the West End by storm in the 50s. Apart from horses, what other addictions did Formby have?
Motorbikes and fast cars.
Yep. What was George's lucky charm?
It was the last pair of stage shoes that his father wore.
Indeed it was. Formby received many honours throughout his career, including one from Russia in 1943. What was it for?
Being the funniest man on the screen.
In Russia. And what was the name of his terrier dog?
Willie Waterbucket.
12 out of 12. You are indeed a George Formby addict. Well done. Well done. George Moore. Thank you. And that's it this week on Addicts. Next week, Ken Kercheval of Dallas invites me to his home in Beverly Hills, and one of the stars of Coronation Street comes clean about an addiction. We've got a lot more, of course, and thank you for watching tonight. We play you out with George Formby, I'm sure. Good night from Addicts.
Now I go window cleaning to earn an honest bob. For an Ozzy Parker, it's an interesting job. Now it's a job that just suits me. A window cleaner you would be if you could see what I can see when I'm cleaning windows. Honeymooning couples too, you should see 'em bill and coo. You'd be surprised at things they do when I'm cleaning windows. In my profession I'll work hard, but I'll never stop. I'll climb this blinking ladder till I get right to the top. The blushing bride, she looks divine. The bridegroom, he is doing fine. I'd rather have a job job than mine. When I'm cleaning windows, the chambermaid sweet names I call. It's a wonder I don't fall my man's not on my work at all. When I'm cleaning windows, I know a fella such a swell. He has a thirst that's plain to tell. I've seen him drink his bath as well. When I'm cleaning windows, in my profession I'll work hard, but I'll never stop. I'll climb this blinking ladder till I get right to the top. Pyjamas lying side by side, ladies' tighties I have spied. I've often seen what goes inside when I'm cleaning